Anyway, back to the vagus nerve and healing trauma. Now that there's so much more modern science around the intercorrelation between these two aspects, it is super important that we realize and recognize that in order to actually heal psychological trauma and mental health illness, we need to look at the state of the vagus nerve and how dysregulated it is. And then look at the different ways in which we can regulate the vagus nerve depending on the symptoms we're experiencing. So for experiencing anxiety, that means we are hyper-aroused in our nervous system and we need to down-regulate our nervous system to feel safe and secure. If we're experiencing depression, we need to up-regulate our nervous system so we don't feel so low and drab. That's why exercising is a great remedy and tool for people who are experiencing depression. And meditation and slow breath work and slow movement like yoga is great for people who experience anxiety. Now, if you're experiencing complex PTSD or anything to do with trauma that is more complex in nature, and you might be experiencing both states of dysregulation on the hyper and the hypo arousal side, you're going to have to look at different ways that are going to serve you, pertaining exactly to you and your unique needs, because there is no one size fits all, especially when we're dealing with healing trauma. But ultimately, it's super important to understand that the health of your gut, your sexual organs, your cervix, which is where the vagus nerve connects from within a woman as well. The health of these different organs really affects the nature and reality of your mental health, not just because of the direct effects from the organs and how that stimulates the biochemistry, but also pertains to the vagus nerve connection. And one other thing that's really great for re-stimulating and regulating the vagus nerve too is body work. So honey, go get that massage, baby. I know you need it.